Hey everyone, we are back for episode 6 now. Last episode we built our Blue Buck into a NASCAR. And so we're going to use this for the Vintage Racing League. If I turn the UI back on. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. So 1700 kilos, so it is very heavy. Very, very heavy. But we have nearly 700 horsepower. And a nice big V8 roll. So, let's get this to the track for... I know we did a round the block test drive of it, but let's give it a real test. So, this is the Vintage Championship. And we're going to just get straight into this. So this will pay us 5,500, which doesn't come even close to paying off the car. But luckily, we have plenty of money, and we still have everything to do more repos if necessary. So let's take it from here. Let's see how this race goes. Okay, it's spinning a lot off the line. Okay, grips up in third. Oh, it takes off in third. We need to be careful because the AI can be a little bit weird and do some unpredictable things. So let's not just dive head first. Ooh, a little bit sideways. The car is slightly unpredictable, but it is old and it does have a live rear axle. Ooh. Yeah, we do have a live rear axle, so that means there's no camber or toe tuning on the rear end, so it's not the most elegant of designs, but Americans love live axles. Okay, struggling to put down the power, but it sounds good, looks good. Oh. No, we don't have the steering lock for drifting, unfortunately. Maybe for us to take it more shallow. Oh, I forgot to change the colour of the interior. That's quite horrible, actually, the cream clashing with the white. Okay, we'll need to change that. Okay, let's slow it down for the chicane. It's not an easy car to drive. It's not the hardest car to drive, but it's not easy. Revving all the way up to 8,000 RPM. On the brakes, no ABS, very unhappy. We need to remember that there's no assist with this. There's nothing to help us out. It's just driving. And I'm not entirely sure I would call it driving skill with how messy these laps are, but it's fun, and I think that's what matters most. It's fun, it's entertaining. I would like a bit more traction from the rear end, but I don't want to fit, you know, the whatever they are, the 20-inch, 20 by 14 race tyres or whatever they are. That would just look so silly on an old car like this. So yeah, I'm not wanting to go down that route. So we will put up with the limitations of vintage cars. But there was the first opponent has crashed out. Sometimes you can get more. I've got no idea how much of a lead I have. They could be right on my tail for all I know, but we did build a car that is quite overpowered for what we're trying to do here. Oh, we need to be more careful with the braking zones. Oh, there's another crashed out car. We were very lucky to get through that there. Very lucky. Thing just handles so, so badly. There's no redeeming factors to it other than the looks, the sound, and the straight up horsepower. But in terms of its cornering mannerisms, it's pretty bad. What we could do is try kind of running it, using the low down torque. Oh no, because it's still just got too much torque, if anything. What I was trying to say there was, if you come in and keep the RPMs low, so don't change down, then you have better control over the torque being applied to the tyres. But this has so much torque it'll spin the tyres anyway, and then because you're in a higher gear, when it starts to spin the tyres, it very quickly gets to an unmanageable wheel speed. So yeah, not the best. But we shall restart to fix the car back to being lovely. And I think there's only one more race, so we won't bother changing the interior colour before this race. We'll just get this one done. Now this is the big long straight, so hopefully we'll see some good miles per hour down there, but we need to remember just how difficult it is to get this thing stopped. We need to keep that in mind, and we need to handle it. So let's see. Okay, bogged it on second there. I thought we'd be able to pull a little bit better than that. Okay, we've been rear-ended. But, okay, we've gotten through clean-ish. We are past the... sorry, I had to check my phone there. I got a text from my partner. And I will get back to her after this race. Okay, kill 360. Please don't hit me, guys. Please don't hit me. I think we're not going to have any issues passing anyone on the straight anyway. These guys will have a serious advantage through the... he cut me off because the AI doesn't do well with, you know, dealing with their presence on the racing line. So, bit wide. Okay, let's see what it can actually do. 130, 140, 150, 160, 165. Oh, we're getting light over the hill. We need to get it stopped. We'll use the hill to our advantage. That was actually quite clean. I think I saw 165. Over the hill we got some wheel spin, and I think it spiked up to almost 180, but in terms of actual speed we were doing about 165. That's not bad for a... what would this be? The late 50s, early 60s? Not bad at all. It's on the brakes, this thing just gets so upset. The sheer power up top is just phenomenal. Okay, so that's us officially onto lap 2. Just fighting this thing the whole way. If we put drift steering on it, it might actually be a little bit nicer to drive, because we could just lean into the drift, you know. Doc Hudson, turn right to the left. Even though he was more based on a Hudson Hornet rather than... I suppose this is meant to be like a really early Impala, something like that. Maybe an early Fury, or... Actually, might get this totally wrong, but Chrysler New Yorker is kind of coming to me. I don't know if that's right at all, but again, 165 before losing traction over the hill. So at least we know it's consistent. But yeah, Chrysler New Yorker. I'm not sure if that's the right car that I'm thinking of. Yeah, either way, it's a good looking car. Ooh, something that I really would love to have in real life. But American cars are extremely hard to keep and maintain and live with and insure and fuel in the UK, because everything in the UK is so expensive. I think when you do the math, fuel in the UK works out at about, what is it, about £5 per gallon, which is about $7 per gallon. So I don't know what that means to you guys, but I did watch a video the other day where a guy was filling up his car in America. Couldn't tell you where right enough, but he was filling up his car in America, and I think it was a Corvette, so probably got a decent sized tank in it, you know. Here, if I was to fill the car, it might be around £100, or that's maybe about $120, something like that. But instead, he was like $45, which is about £40, something like that. So, yeah, the fuel in certain states of America, I think it's more expensive in California, but certain states in America, the fuel is just so cheap. So that's why you guys can afford to have Crown Victoria police cars and taxis that have 4.6 litre V8s, and we have 1.6 litre diesel Seat Toledos as our taxis in the UK. There we go. Vintage Cup is complete, and you'll be happy to know for the next few races we're not going to be using this. We do need to get a new car, however we don't really need to build it. All we have to do is buy it, because they are, and I'll show you them just now, the factory stock races. Oh, car didn't start there. Come on, there we go. So this is factory custom, so that would be, you know, like if we compare it to, let's say, BMWs, that would be like a 330i sort of thing, or a 340i. Sorry, no, factory custom would be like the M3, and factory stock would be like a 330i or something like that. Or maybe factory stock would be an M3, and the factory custom would be like an M3 GT4 class car. But either way, I don't think we're going to have any issues. Just buying a car from a dealership that will handle what we need. So let's get this parked up. Park it in my favourite spot right here, and we will get stuck. That's what we'll do. Oh, we managed to jump over the barrier. The trailer being here is a little bit annoying. We'll maybe put that into storage. There's a trailer, put into storage. And let's buy a factory stock car. Let's make our way up through the ranks, right? So a factory stock car. So we're looking for something that is capable of going fast-ish. You know, we're maybe looking for something in the region of, you know, 250 to 350 horsepower, depending on the weight. But now, we've already done a Bastion, so I'm not really wanting to do that. 800 series, it only has 150 horsepower. We could add to that. Definitely could add to that, not a problem. But factory stock. I would like to find a car that meets the criteria from the factory, rather than us building something crazy. So, Sunburst KC Pro, rear wheel drive, 306 horsepower, that's something to bear in mind. However, I would maybe consider that a factory custom. Bastion Lux 5.7, that would be amazing, but we've already done a Bastion, we've already done a BX. Let's get something different. What have we got? Oh, an SBR. Only 200 horsepower. That's a problem because it also is reasonably heavy. 3000i. Bit low on power. Also somewhat heavy for what it is. We could celebrate Christmas early. But I don't really fancy that. Now here we go, an SBR 4 rear wheel drive S manual. Rear wheel drive, it is still heavy, but it at least has the power to pull itself, so that's a genuinely cool option. I like that. Let's just have a quick look and see if there's anything else that grabs us. Ooh, Grand Marshal V8 Road Sport. That's tempting. That's a really cool car. Oh, a Moonhawk 448 Elite Custom. Now, custom's literally in the name, so I would say that's more of a custom car, although it is super cool and I would love to have that for this event. We have a drift, but again it wouldn't be a factory stock. Yeah, I think that SBR is probably the best way to go. KC4, but less powerful, heavier, and £31,000, whereas the SBR4, where is it? SBR4 is 23,000. So that's, yeah, we're going to go for that, right? We'll get ourselves an SBR4. And so we shall cut across here because it will spawn here. Oh, we need to wait for it to be delivered. So, I will catch you in 40 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go. SBR delivered. Let's get a look at it. Very nice, very nice. Should we, no. Do you know what? We will take it as it is. We will not mess about with it at all. Ooh, flat 4 actually sounds quite cool. Okay. So we have got traction control, we've got turbos. We've got really wide factory tyres actually, that's cool. Okay, so this might actually be a little bit overpowered for the factory stock races, if we're being honest. I imagine this is probably going to be like some stock sunbursts, but we'll get it done anyway. It does say factory stock, it doesn't say anything about, you know, maximum of 250 horsepower or anything. Yeah, okay, it's a little bit overpowered. But that's fine, we'll get through this. What we might do is we'll just keep this car for the custom as well. And that way we'll maybe have a little bit more competition. Although, yeah, I'm faster. I'm not that much faster. And they're probably a lot lighter. So there's a chance that they might have a better time in the corners. Although I doubt it because, yeah, we're doing fine. Maybe for factory custom, just to make it, you know, custom, I might just put an exhaust on it or something. get that 300 horsepower rating. Maybe put some, I don't know if these are sport tyres, but we'll maybe take a look. Let's not change anything major. No engine swaps, no switching out the turbo. We could maybe switch the tune a little bit. Maybe lower it or something, I don't know. But like basic bolt-on mods, you know. Swap the tyres, maybe change the exhaust for a better noise. And we'll just take it from there. But nothing crazy, let's be fair to the game, because there is major race events later on that are going to require a pretty insane car, so there's no point in building anything too crazy for these low end events, you know. But oh, get it slowed. The ABS kicking in and doing us quite well. I would be genuinely interested to have a look and see what. Ooh. See if this is actually faster than the Blue Buck around the track, because the Blue Buck had racing slicks and 700 horsepower and all that sort of stuff, but it was really hard to drive, whereas this is surprisingly easy with, well, I say surprisingly, it's not surprising, it is just easy. It has all the assists. Oh! I didn't realise putting it in sport would change the sound of the exhaust. That's cool. So, let's put it back to normal. Comfort, right? Listen. Hey! That's cool. Okay. So we'll put it in sport then. Maybe we don't even need to change the exhaust because that sounds quite cool. Still a little bit muted, a little bit muffled, but yeah, at least it's not annoying. So here we go, the end of lap 2, one more to go of the short track. I really like this. I think this drives great. Oh, we now have an air brake as well. I don't think that was happening before, but I might be wrong. Does that happen in comfort mode? No, it doesn't. Interesting. So yeah, putting it in sport raises the spoiler a little bit. It wasn't doing an air brake there. I wonder if you have to be going over a certain speed. Okay, so it works there. Let's put it back into comfort. Spoiler has disappeared altogether. Right. Now let's hard on the brakes coming up to this corner. Nope, no air brake at all. So yeah, sport's the way to go. Line, one last turn through the chicane here. And there we go, we have won without even a single scratch on the car. We don't even need to restart. Fantastic. Happy with that, 3,500. So the car now owes us, I don't know, 22,000? I don't know, something like that, but it's not a huge issue. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is the full track with the full straight. It'll again make us 3,500. I doubt we'll be able to match the 165 miles per hour down the straight, but we can give it a go and wish for the best. Okay, nice launch control. do with some better front tyres, maybe just some tuning done to the front suspension, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, trying to get it to positively turn in is a challenge. Oh, I actually wanted to oversteer there, but the traction control kicked in. There's Sport Plus, and then there's everything off, right? Let's see what happens when we get it sideways. It doesn't really feel happy, if we're being honest. Yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. Okay. Yeah, this has potentially even less steering angle than the Blue Buck. Okay, so we don't like that. We'll put it back into Sport Plus this time. Hopefully that will allow for a little bit more slip, but nothing too crazy. So coming onto the straight at 90 miles an hour. We're picking up well enough. 120. I think by this point we were doing about 150 in the Blue Buck, but 140 over the crest. That's not bad. And then with the better braking technology and the air brake and all that, we can get on the brakes a lot later, so that helps us. Okay, I hate this corner. I always get it wrong. Always. Okay, yeah, traction control keeping us good through there actually. Across the line for lap 1. Okay, a little bit late on the brakes there, but not a whole lot of drama. Yeah, there's just no issues here. We're just making our way around. I wish there was a way to change these races to be maybe 2 laps instead of 3. It's okay in the fast cars doing 3 laps, but in the slow cars it's a bit long, if we're being honest, you know? A wee bit long. Get there. Again, 140, hitting the brakes at the dip. Stop. Okay. I think we did stop in time there, but I let off the brakes with more expectations than the car was able to actually fulfill. In terms of turning in, we have hit the wall. That's not ideal. We've missed our checkpoint, but we're too far into this race to give up. We have slightly damaged our alignment. We'll need to just compensate for that, unfortunately. I hate that corner. I said it in the last lap. I never get it right. I'm always going too fast, and then I tried to go slow to get through it nice and clean, and I end up way too slow. So, yeah, that corner is my Achilles heel of this game. Yeah, 2 minutes 19 lap. Not great. Not great at all. We did have to actually go into reverse during that lap, so kind of expected it to not be that great. Come on. just a bit better turning. It just wants to understeer. It's really, really bad understeer. I would rather oversteered. At least that can be fun. But understeer, there's nothing fun about understeer. Still going to hit 140 despite our damage. Let's see, come on. We're struggling to get up the hill. Well, we're not struggling to get up the hill, we're just struggling to make 140. Okay, yeah, a little bit slower because of the alignment and my driving being crap as well. That's fun. Final lap, understeering across the last corner. Looking forward to making this thing just that little bit better. Okay, we're done. Let's get this thing ever so slightly improved for the amateur series. Control was just so over aggressive, but I mean, I do think at certain points it did make us a little bit better. So let's see what we can do to just make this thing. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. What we could do to make this thing just a little bit better for us. So brake line lock, we don't need anything like that. Driving, safety. Okay, default mode to, well, there's no Sport Plus option unfortunately. Stability control, traction control, rear wheel drive. Yeah, we're fine with all that. So it's got a 2 litre flat 4. We're not going to change that. It's got a turbo long block. That's fine. I don't think we need to spend that much money. Intake S twin turbos. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Muffler. Race X pipe. Oh, that's 5,000. Okay, that's all quite a lot of money. So maybe what we'll do is put on a lightened flywheel to make it just a little bit more responsive, let's say. Front suspension. I don't think we need to install race front discs, although how much are they? Because it would be nice. It's a heavy car. Yeah, it's not very expensive. It is a heavy car. We have S coilovers. I don't quite think we need to go full race because it's factory custom. I don't think it's going to need much of this. We'll put in a better sway bar. Put in a race sway bar, or we'll do the S2 sway bar. Save ourselves a little bit of cash. Now, front wheels. We've got 18x8s with 225s. I think we could maybe do a square setup. So let's actually look at the rear first, right? Rear suspension. We'll do the brakes while we're here. We will do the same S2. So 18x11, and they are sports. But we didn't have many issues with the rear end. We had pretty good traction. I was happy with it. So we'll do the 18x11s up front if we can. Let's have a look. Oh, there's so many 15-inch alloys. Okay, so 15x11 Hirochi Sunsport RSs. with 295 sport front tyres. Okay, yep, I'm happy with that. Let's put on the drift steering. I don't expect to be drifting a lot, but we did notice how bad the steering lock was, so this should hopefully just make things a little bit easier if it does decide to step out. Radiator, we didn't have any overheating issues. We've not added any power or anything that would add crazy amounts of heat to the engine, so I'm not too upset about that. Don't need a roll cage, I don't think. Tailgate, we have the retractable spoiler, a retractable lip spoiler. Okay, gives it a little bit more shape to the rear end. I quite like that. We don't need to go crazy. Tuned lip spoiler. Okay, that sounds fun. Tailgate glass. I mean, there's no point in putting lighting if there was any anyway. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with this. So, £9 we've spent to turn it into a custom. So, that's fun. Let's have a look at the alignment. So, we want more negative camber up front. 0.7 just isn't a lot. 1.7 is quite a lot, but I don't have an issue with it. I'm actually quite happy with how the rest of this alignment looks, if I'm being honest with you. We'll lower the tyre pressures a bit. That'll do fine. Maybe draw in the front a little bit. Remember, this is still just a factory sport car. We're not really looking for race car fitment here. Come on. Why is the front not actually going in much? Okay. That's about right. That's nice. Bring the rear end out a little bit. So, there we go. I am happy with this. What we'll do is we'll paint it again, though. A, because the paint's a little bit flat, and B, because we've added that boot spoiler. So, is it scarlet? Is that what this colour was meant to be? Oh, we could lighten it up a little bit. Quite like that. Yeah, we'll do that a little bit later. That's nice. And let's go do the custom championship. Well, let's drive it around the block first. See how... Oh, okay, traction control really likes to kick in and comfort mode. Let's put it into Sport Plus and see how we get on, right? Now, we didn't make the 300 horsepower target that we were talking about, but we do have much better turned in now. And let's turn the traction control off and see what happens once we get it sideways. Oh, well. Still struggling with a little bit of understeer. Still struggling with a little bit of lack of power to spin 295 tyres, but okay. We do actually have steering angle to handle a loose rear end now. Oh, that colour's actually more of a kind of sunburst orange. I quite like that. That's nice. Yeah. It's just a shame it doesn't have enough power to spin second gear. Okay, well, maybe we could lighten it. Maybe that's what we'll do. But for now, I think this is the end of episode 6. Thank you very much for watching, and next time we will get the factory custom race series complete. Thanks. Bye.